Now, when I tell you to choose the shortest repayment period anytime you take a loan from a financial institution, this is what I mean. So on my whiteboard, I'm going to have two investors, or I'm going to have two individuals, that is JJ, and another investor called Shayla. Yeah, so I'm going to have two investors, JJ and Shayla. Now, JJ and Shayla have decided to go to the bank, ABC Bank, KCB Bank, Equity Bank, Cooperative Bank, whichever bank. They have decided to go to the bank to borrow money. And they are going to borrow 5 million Kenya shillings each. So the amount borrowed, let's write P here. P means principal amount. So JJ is going to borrow 5 million Kenya shillings. And Shayla is also going to borrow 5 million Kenya shillings. Shayla borrows 5 million Kenya shillings from KCB Bank or whichever bank. JJ is going to borrow 5 million Kenya shillings. Now, this bank is going to issue this loan to these two investors at the interest rate here is 12% per annum, and here is 12% per annum. Now, one thing to note is that this interest rate is amortized. Both interest rates are amortized. Now, for those who know about loans, we have different ways of amortizing financial assets. We have amortization, we have reducing balance methods, straight line methods, and so on. So this interest rate is amortized. It makes the loan cheaper. Now, 500, that is 5 million, 12% per annum, 5 million, 12% per annum. So they have just borrowed at the same time. So the next thing is that JJ is going to choose a repayment period of 5 years. So repayment period here is going to be 5 years. Now, let me write N. N means repayment period is going to be 5 years. Shayla is going to choose 10 years. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I want to show you the difference between paying a loan with a shorter repayment period and paying a loan with a longer repayment period, and see the consequences and the effects of the same. So, JJ has chosen 5 years, Shayla has chosen 10 years. Now, because I have already done this calculation on my book here, because it's a long calculation, so I'm just going to write the figures and then we compare the figures with you. Now, if this is done at the same time, it means every month, JJ is going to, so I'm going to write MI here. MI means monthly installment. JJ is going to pay a monthly installment of 111,222.24. Shayla is going to pay a monthly installment of 735.47. Now, look at the difference. JJ is paying for 5 years, but if you check, the monthly installment is high. So, the lower the repayment period, the higher the installment. The higher the repayment period, the lower the installment. That is how they normally alternate. So, JJ is going to pay 111. Shayla is paying 71. Of course, Shayla is paying less than JJ. If you check the difference here, you can see it's a difference of between 39,486.77. 39,486.77. So, Shayla is paying less than JJ by 39,466.77 every month. Now, they have paid the loan, they have finished. Now, let's see, after 5 years, how much money will JJ have paid, and how much money will Shayla have paid? Now, after 5 years, JJ will have a total interest. Let's first of all focus on the total interest that JJ will have paid and Shayla will have paid. So the total interest paid, so JJ will have paid a total interest of 1,673,334 0.31. And Shayla will have paid a total interest of 3,608,000, 3,608,000, 256.90, 256.90. Now, if you check the difference here between the interest that JJ has paid and Shayla has paid, if you check the difference, it's 922.59. That is the total interest in difference. Remember, JJ has paid less interest because JJ is paying a loan with less years, and Sarah has paid more interest because she is paying, no, Shayla, I don't know why I keep on saying Sarah. Anyway, Shayla is paying 10 years, so she pays more interest. All right? Now, look at the beauty of this. You see where now you are going, eh? So after 5 years, JJ pays 1.6 million on 1.7 million. Shayla pays 3.6 million interest. So if you add the total amount that was taken, the principal amount, then you add principal of 5 million on both sides. So you realize the total amount that JJ will have paid, the total amount that JJ will have paid is 6,673,334.31. And the total amount that Shayla will have paid is 8,608,256.9. Now look at that. JJ has paid less as compared to Sarah due to difference in repayment periods. If you check this difference here, if you check the difference, this is amounting to 1,936,000 due to difference. This is the same amount. The difference between these two amounts is the same difference here, because the difference is just brought about by the interest that has been paid, because the principal is the same. If you check, the principal is the same, so we are getting a difference in interest rates or the total interest that have been paid. Now, if you look at this in another angle, it means after 5 years, JJ will have finished paying the loan. But after 5 years, Shayla will still be paying the loan. So after 5 years, JJ has finished paying the loan and now goes back to the bank to borrow another 5 million for the next 5 years. You see? But Shayla is still paying the original 5 million that she took together with JJ 5 years ago. So it means after 10 years, Shayla will have paid a loan of 10 million Kenya, no, a loan of 5 million Kenya shillings, but JJ after 10 years will have paid a loan of 10 million Kenya shillings. Remember, JJ went back to the bank after 5 years to borrow another loan. All right? So what am I trying to say here is that anytime you choose the shortest repayment period, you are always ahead. Because if you look at the financial parts of this, of JJ and Shayla, JJ is far much better because he is ahead financially, but Sarah is lagging behind, or Shayla, I think I should change this to Sarah. I don't know why. You know, no, I should not. It's Shayla. All right? Shayla, if you're watching me, I'm sorry. Sarah, if you're watching me, I don't know what to say. So Shayla will have paid 5 million after 10 years, but JJ will have paid 10 million after 10 years. So you see the difference. So JJ is ahead financially, but Shayla is lagging behind financially due to paying loans with longer repayment periods. So always choose the shortest repayment period. Number one, you pay less interest. Number two, you get a chance to borrow again within the shortest time period. Avoid this one. Shayla, I'm not going to go with you, but I'm going to go with JJ. Think about that.